Drungle to drungle.
Hello. Spooker.
This is the spooky version of Real to Real.
Are you actually gonna do it?
Yeah, we're doing
We
it
don't need
now.
to talk like that, because then that's just gonna be like.
Okay. And then I'll slow that down.
Okay.
Just
Oh god!
slow,
no!
slow
Ghost.
everything down.
It's ghost.
Maybe 20 or 30. I don't know.
It's a little ghost.
You'll find the good point where we're legible, but down there.
Right.
You're
I already
saying-
have a low tone of voice, so I
was
have to
just-
talk high.
We all kind
pitched.
of no, just
kind of. Yeah.
let it ride.
we're all
It's
sitting
gonna
there.
be like super
Our voices
low.
are primed
I know.
for it.
I know.
That's what makes it better.
Yep.
A low
Okay.
voice makes for a better pitched low voice.
Because it'll be.
Well, guys, do you want to see Mimi Siki Poo Poo Poo?
You couldn't even make it through. through the pee pee poo poo.
Maybe see poo 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 poo.
Yes, I want to Mimi Siku pee pee poo poo.
Happy Halloween to everybody
What's up,
out
guys?
there.
Are you eating candy?
Are you spooking?
Did you go trick or treating?
Hopefully you chose trick.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why.
Why? Just playing tricks.
You don't want the treat?
Well, I just want to trick.
Jokes on you.
That was matter of fact, and that was
Jokes on
great. But why are we here
Why are we here?
on All Hallows Eve?
Oh, I'm
Here
so
we
spooked.
are. In a room full of strangers.
Born to be kings. Nights on Broadway
Yeah, that's on Broadway.
with little ghosts.
With the little ghost.
We're watching The Little Ghost.
We're blaming it all on the little ghost.
Everybody has their own idea of like what this movie's called. We have Ghost Boy,
Ghost Boy was mine.
What was the one that you guys were consistently calling
the
it?
little boy, or something.
Little Ghost Boy. Might just said Little Ghost Boy.
the little boy.
Little boy.
And then you watch it like, I didn't know he was going to be dead.
This is Ghost Boy. Little Ghost Boy. It's little jokes on you, tricks on you. Little Ghost Boy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Blame it all.
Little
Ghost
tricks,
Boy.
Little Ghost Boy.
He's playing tricks.
At some point,
He's singing those love songs.
Like the ghost gets blamed or blame happens. It's a match made.
Blaming it all on the Little Ghost Boy?
We're not watching something scary, as far as I
Or it
think.
could be.
As far as we
Dude,
know,
Okay,
and this
I don't.
could be horrifying.
We
talked about
we
this
talked
a
about
little bit
Yeah.
when we did the fucking Love Guru.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of how we were searching for a long time and we came across this little ghost boy.
Wait, we came across this little ghost boy.
And it was quite possibly the
And he's
most
just
terrifying.
going.
Yes, hold on, meet about how to meet us about how to meet. If he doesn't say that at least twice in this movie, I'm gonna be sad.
Same. I'm already
But
sad, guys.
when we saw his face, I think we all kind of everything shriveled up inside of us. It was scary. It's
I
terrifying.
retracted. Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's terrifying in a different way.
I inverted.
Oh my god. Oh, this little ghost boy. God damn it.
I'm actually really excited for this because we have no idea. Like I had an
Legitimately
idea
no
going
idea.
into Love Guru
Love
that
Guru, yeah.
this is supposed
while
to
we
be
hadn't
funny.
seen it,
Yeah.
we were alive when it was put out, and we saw trailers and stuff, and so we knew of its existence and what
Yep.
to probably expect.
Yeah.
Especially after knowing Mike Myers,
Yep.
What does this have to do with Mike Myers?
Love Guru.
Yeah, that's just the same night, but
Yeah, we're just saying as we knew what to expect going into that.
yeah.
We don't know
Okay, sure,
anything
yep.
about this. whatsoever.
we've even watched the trailer.
I think we
but
did. We
still,
watched the
like,
trailer, but I don't remember the trailer at all.
Same.
It was so like bland. That trailer.
That's where we discovered that it was a foreign language film.
Yeah.
It was dubbed. It's
Because
all
we were
dubbed.
like, yeah, the lips aren't matching the words. Tricks
So
on
it's
you,
gonna be
jokes on
great.
you.
Tricks on you, don't say you, little ghost boy. Ha 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 ha. So fuck you, I don't mean it, I don't mean it.
Blaming it up.
Mimi Siki Pee Pee Poo Poo.
So, do we know? BBC go pee pee poo poo. With this, we're real goofy, right?
Yeah.
You go pee pee in your Coke.
With this one, do you think we're getting just the straight like
Vertical?
the sub version,
Yeah.
or are we getting like a shitty dub version of it?
Oh, I don't know. Because, yeah, we watched the trailer and it
We watched
was
the trailer.
shitty dub.
There was a shitty dub in the trailer, but then we also watched the non-dubbed version with subs.
So this
too.
might have subs.
So this could be subbed or it could be dubbed.
Yeah.
But this is on Roku, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if
It's
if
on
they're like
a ton of stuff.
Yeah, if they're like Netflix where you can switch in between.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But if not, we're just in for one or the other, and we have to deal with it.
I
I'm
guess.
okay either
okay
way.
with it.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
okay. 100% either way.
My thoughts on this matter are pee pee poo poo Mimi Secret. So tricks,
Little ghost
tricks
boy.
on you, little ghost boy.
The only thing that
That's
we
my
have
thought.
actually stated is that we found this somehow and we're about to watch it. That's it.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
else
The rest has just been
choop choop poo poo.
Yeah, musical pee pee poo poo. Yeah,
And now we're
fuck it.
leading into our next video where we have to watch Jungle to Jungle. So
Yeah, at some point.
next time
we've
that we
referenced
do-
it enough
We have to actually
Whether-
watch Jungle to Jungle for a real turn.
yes,
in a
yes.
recording or outside of a recording. Jungle to Jungle, Jungle to Jungle has been fucking brought up a million times.
If we're going down that route, we probably should also do Forrest Gump,
yeah,
Jaws,
Yeah.
and
like a doll's eyes, dude.
there's got to be like one more that we're not.
Oh yeah,
not
I'm
right
sure
now,
there's a
but-
bunch.
I'm sure.
But we'll get to that. We're gonna jump into
We're
Little Ghost
actually
Boy.
excited for this one versus
Love Guru.
where we knew what to expect, but we were also like,
Yeah.
I don't think we were hopeful with this.
Well, no, we
our hopes
purposely
are
set
high.
out. We purposely set out to watch a terrible movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we got it. But this we're just like, okay,
Yeah.
just fucking tricks on us.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
From this little ghost boy.
And it's
If
gonna
you don't
be
know.
it's that time of year.
Yeah.
We're expecting some ghost
tricks or
shenanigans.
treats. We're either getting tricks or treats in this, dude.
Yeah.
And I hope there's more treats than tricks.
we're
but
getting
sometimes,
both.
Yeah. This is a treat.
Sometimes tricks are on you, and tricks are for
Me
kids.
see cool tricks on you.
BB poo poo.
Okay, Bracha just pooped. We gotta watch this video now. We'll be back. Hope you guys get a chance to watch this. It's free on a lot of different places, so definitely give it a watch.
Roku, Voodoo,
On Poodoo.
that's the Voodoo.
Amazon.
I don't know if it was on Amazon.
I want
but,
to reassure you
Voodoo,
guys.
The Roku channel, Pluto TV was another one, so you can
right.
definitely find it for free.
I just want to assure you we're not all collectively having a stroke right now. This is,
After our, you might be surprised.
yeah, dude.
We're
Who
going to
knows?
be surprised when we watch The Little
This
Ghost.
This little ghost boy.
This little ghost boy.
This little ghost boy,
little
part
ghost
one.
man.
Tricks on you. BBC poop people.
And now, our feature presentation.
Racer trilogy, or like the
Trifecta
of religion for me. This is
Oh, look at that.
You can't even.
Bofra
Emily Kusche.
Jonas.
Nico Herbert
Uwe
Kunap. Uwe.
Bettina Stucky, dude.
Yeah.
I got some patina in my stocky.
Yeah.
Stefan Kampworth.
Wolfgang Hess.
Yeah.
As Uhu Shuhu.
Ooh, shoo, dude.
To who to
To it.
to we, whatever.
To who tweet.
Nils Engler.
Well, we just finished The Little Ghost.
The little ghost who flies at night.
It's the little ghost boy.
I jangle my keys and I open up the
Yeah,
doors.
dude. Next time you gotta open doors, guys. All you need is a little.
Hold that up.
Just
and the
jangle,
world is yours.
jangle to the doors, and then it opens.
So,
Jingle jangle.
the story
So yeah, this is based off a old book.
an old book
1960s.
by a German man by the name of
In memory.
yeah, right there.
Ottfried
Ottfried Prusler.
Prusler.
Ottfried Prusler. It's got one of those things that look like a fancy capital B. I don't know what it is.
I think it's an S.
It's a phonetic S
Okay.
maybe or something.
It was a children's book written in 1966.
Peter.
Published by Thielman Publisher and was translated to 44 languages. It's one of the most famous books of the German children and youth literature.
Okay.
Interesting.
So the general summary here is the little ghost boy lives in the castle Uhlenstein. His best friend is an eagle owl Shuhu, or in this whose name is
Tuwit-Tuhu.
By shaking its bunch of keys, the little ghost can open everything that it wants, either a door, a treasure chest, whatever, without touching it. The biggest wish of the little ghost is to see the world during daylight. However, all its tries to stay awake after the witching hour fail. One day, after the little ghost gives up all its hope, suddenly awakes at noon and not at midnight.
and he turns black.
He turns black.
In the
And he
daylight.
becomes known as the Black Unknown, which is a sweet supervillain name or vigilante name, but it's better than what they translated to in the Wikipedia page, which was Black Stranger.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
Schwarzbekannter.
Schwarzenegger.
I like that. It's cool.
Yeah.
like the headlines would come in, like they'd spin
Yeah.
at the screen.
Yeah,
Schwarzenbekannter.
66 Batman.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. The transitions.
But yeah, so
That's the concise summary that Eric just said. Took us what, an hour and a half, roughly,
yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I just covered
literally
1 hour, the
31
general
minutes.
conceit of.
to basically
setup,
get through that
yeah.
same thing.
So we got
But
this
there's a
little,
relationship with the children.
we got this little ghost boy. He wakes
On
up
one hand.
at night.
He really wants to see what daylight is
Yeah,
like.
but he can't because when it goes past his time,
He can only be awake for an hour.
Right.
Yeah, and then the bell rings and he goes back to sleep.
Yep, once the
See,
other
all
bell rings.
ghosts are connected to a clock,
Each ghost is connected
And
to a clock.
a
on
specific
Earth.
clock, and when it rings at a specific time, that's when they wake up. And when it rings again, they go back to sleep.
And that's why the little ghost, our main
The
boy,
little ghost boy.
he wants to find the clock
Yeah.
to then rewind it.
Yep.
So he
change
goes
it so
around.
he can
he goes
fuck
around the
up all the
whole
clocks.
castle.
Yeah.
Tries to rewind
Castle
every
Ulenstein.
clock.
But
But it's the town hall's clock.
town hall's clock.
Like the big tower
Uh,
with a big old bell attached
We
to it.
meet the little real boy. I think his name's Carl.
Yes.
Carl.
He's our our man on the street.
Yeah.
He's our, what was the Christina Ricci's name in Casper?
Yeah, Christina Ricci and Casper. That's
Yeah,
what
she's
it
our,
is.
he's our, little Carl is our Christina
And then
Ricci.
we have his friends, little Letterman boy,
Marie.
the
aka
little Letterman.
aka Hans, who
Hans,
trips over
yeah.
everything,
Yep.
And
and the little non boy,
Non-boy.
aka Marie, is a girl.
It's just, it's just good.
It's good.
This girl. And then, but yeah, and so what happens is there's these clocks, the little clock boys. They,
Two clockmakers come to
Yeah.
work. I'm going to interpret for Eric.
they
The
go to
two
work
clockmakers
on
come to
the
work
town
on
hall
the
clock.
clocks in the town hall.
And they have to take apart and clean all the parts. So they stop the clock, and then we're going to start it 12 hours later, so it just picks up at the right time.
Yep.
And in doing so, since the little ghost boy is connected to the clock, he wakes up during the daytime.
When he wakes up at night, all that he does is just flies around
Shake his keys at
the castle, shake his keys, and talks to portraits.
Yeah,
one of
which he has
is
to
like
shake his keys at.
an
first.
old Swedish general.
Yes, who is that's the major part of it.
Torsten.
So the castle,
Thorsten
Torstenson. There's a back in the day, 375 years ago. Thorsten Torstensson and his Swedish army attacked Castle Ulenstein, and so little ghost boy often gets sassy with little painting boy, and they don't have very
general,
good,
damn it.
Yeah, they don't have little general boy. They generally don't have a good relationship. And
Because Thorsten killed him?
no, he attacked the castle. The
And
little
killed
boy
him?
doesn't remember anything. He's just like, I don't know. I've been here forever. Like, I've just always been here.
That's part of a song that he sings multiple times.
Yep. When his voice changes to
always-
that of an adult woman pretending
Yeah.
to be a little boy. And then what else? There's the little side quest of the of Thorsten Torstenson's watch, but that's just
Yeah, that was
not
kind
really
of
important.
Because the real boy
Yep.
gets blamed
real
that he
boy.
broke or stole the clock.
Yeah.
Carl goes
Thorsten
on a
Corsten?
field trip with his schoolmates
to the night
castle.
walk.
He's,
And then the fucking the bully kid,
Oh yeah,
the
little fuck boy.
special needs boy,
No, it's the little fuck boy.
I don't remember what his name is.
He's got a little fuck
Peter.
boy here.
I think it was Peter.
That's the only one whose name
Peter.
I don't remember.
Peter is a bully in Carl's class.
AKA little fuck boy. And anyway, there's a festival coming up to commemorate the anniversary of Thorsten Torstenson's fucking
Raid.
raid.
Yeah.
So they have a parade and
Like
shit,
a little
whatever.
reenactment kind of a thing.
So, anyway, side effect of little ghost boy now being awake during the daytime is for some reason he turns black.
he turns black, and it's a big deal because
Yeah.
he says multiple times, like, I've turned black now.
Yeah, yeah.
Why have I turned black?
And then
It's a bad thing, I guess.
there's a couple instances of him interacting with townspeople. So he becomes, and then people start doing stuff dressed all in black and stuff too. So he becomes this like kind of a scapegoat for all the bad things happening. They call him the Black Unknown.
Well, yeah, and he's like popping around and like hiding in wells and
Yeah, 'cause
popping
he's-
out of like
he does-
fruit stands and like scaring people. And all these headlines are
Yeah.
like, "The black ghost spreads fear," and
The Black Unknown.
the black unknown fear it, and people
Get
are like
his
actively
sweet-ass
running
superhero
away
name,
from it
right?
like it's the Blob.
Yeah.
Black Unknown.
Well, yeah.
more
it was
more
just-
more
Dude,
undertones.
how
that
frightening
are-
would that little ghost boy be?
Yeah, white or
You know?
black,
White or black. It
doesn't matter. But they keep pointing out what color he is,
Yeah.
and then people are running from him and all these
Well,
things.
that's
and
part
it-
of it. Because
it
it,
was- it
it
was-
starts his like he gets a little like headache thing. He's not feeling good being awake during daytime.
Right.
So then the little boys try to go
The non-boy.
the non-boy, the Letterman boy, and
little
the
Letterman.
real little boy, the little real boy, and the clock boys eventually
Carl, Hans, and Marie.
Yeah.
and the clockmakers.
go to try and fix the clock through some kind of Back to the Future-y type things of hanging on the clock.
Yeah,
while I'm
Doc
doing it.
Brown style.
Instead of like, hey, we can crank this shit, he's just like, I'm just gonna grab the arms and fucking do it.
Yeah.
And the little ghost boy wakes up a bunch of times and falls asleep. Clockmaker gets there, shenanigans ensue. They get the clock set right. And then little ghost boy goes back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next night, he wakes up. And once the moonbeams shine on him from above, after his nice little reunion with To-Wit To-Who, he turns white again. And he's very happy about it. And
Yep.
proclaims it very loudly over and over and over again. Even the narrator, he does it so much the narrator acknowledges it.
Yep.
And says, like, telling everybody that he's white again.
Don't
He's
the
like, I'm
children
white, I'm
join
white,
in
I'm
too?
white
They're like,
again,
he's
I'm white
white,
again.
he's white.
He's white, guys.
They
He's
state
white.
it in so many ways where
he's
he
very
just,
happy he's white
He literally at one point just says the word white, 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 white. He's like
yeah,
cheering
he's
it.
super excited that he's white again. So
He keeps sneezing throughout the movie. He's like,
yeah,
achoo!
he's a sneezy boy.
What?
Yeah, nobody said Gesundheit
That's right. Nobody did.
Nobody, yeah,
in Germany.
nobody said bless you,
Yeah.
bless you, my child.
Yeah, no, there's no even like nothing.
Look at those boys on the front.
So yeah, Tyler, you can put this little poster boy up there.
Yeah, this will be up there. This will be up
Yeah,
there.
so there's a little poster boy up, right? So we see the little ghost boy. He's got his keys, his magic keys.
he's got his
By the way,
magic-
it's not because he's invisible and just opens shit to spook people. It's because he's got magic keys that just open everything for him.
Yeah.
The keys themselves are magic because the kids get their hands on them
yeah,
at one point,
and they can do
and
shit
they
with
just
it.
go
And he's-
around the entire town like opening all the things
Yeah,
they
I
I
want.
did
did
not
not. I don't think I saw him phase through anything. He
No.
actually just opened stuff.
Yeah, he can physically contact things, but he is slightly like not invisible, but you can see through him.
A little,
little
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
He's got some weird hair
He's
situation
very
going on.
corporeal.
Yeah. So on the poster, we got a little ghost boy. On the little poster boy, we got a little ghost boy with his keys. And then
boys.
below him, right in the middle, is the little real boy, a.k.a. Carl, our
Carl.
hero. Next to him is the fucking clumsy oaf,
The little
little,
Letterman.
little Letterman boy.
That has like
AKA
flashbacks
Hans.
of like
What, for some reason,
Hitler camp.
there's just like he's so
He's got-
clumsy, and he just like stares.
He's got this like
dead-eyed.
dead stare. And it was just
We made the joke that he was like having flashbacks,
like
quote
World War
unquote,
II
to
flashbacks.
to Nazi propaganda.
Yeah.
And
The Hitler Youth.
speeches, Just,
Fire in his eyes. Yeah. It's because that looked like he was having some weird, like, World War II flashback
thousand-yard
situation.
stare to yeah.
And then on the far right, or no, so we got
We
little
go
Letterman
middle
boy.
left.
I almost skipped little non-boy. There's a little non-boy right there on the right side there.
Made out of bread, delicious
she's,
bread.
AKA Marie. And then on the far right there, we got little clock boy, Uncle Master.
The clockmaker.
And then on the far left, we have little general boy.
Yep.
Thorsten Torstensen.
Yep.
Or possibly the mayor dressed up as Thorsten Torstensen. Doesn't matter because the guy who played the mayor definitely played Thorsten Torstensen in the painting too. So
Yes.
it's one of those like Peter Pan things. You know what I'm talking about?
In the shadow.
Where the actor who plays the dad usually ends up playing Captain Hook also.
Yeah.
Yes.
That type of
Yes. Yes.
situation.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's our cast right there, the little ghost boy, and all those other little boys.
Ancillary people here and there. Jesse Plemons, by the way,
Yeah.
making a drop-in
Jesse Plemons.
role.
So
Not really, but looks a
No,
look.
the nephew of the clockmaker looks similar to Jesse.
He sneezes
Plemons,
too,
like a little German.
and that would have been a prime time for the Gesundheit.
Yeah, right.
The
so
ghost sneezes.
The origin
Jesse
of this story was, like I said, is a children's book published in 1966. When Ottfried Prusler was a child, his grandmother Dora told him stories very often. One of these stories was about a white lady who predicted births and deaths in the family of her descendants, and who moreover protected her home very often. Once the white lady closed away the Swedish general Torstenson, that's what they call him in that, from the castle of her father by shooting him out of his bed, giving him a telling off while he was only wearing his night clothes and begging for mercy. Prusler always kept this scene in mind, and while he was writing the book of the history of the White Lady converted to the little ghost boy.
Okay.
All right.
And
More marketable, I
like I was
guess.
saying, this is very popular in Germany
I guess.
and other places in Europe. They've done audio plays. They've done like learn English with the little ghost, like educational things. They've done
Is this like their tourist mascot?
I don't know.
Like you go to this town, it's like
They've
there's a
done
bunch
like
of little
board
ghost
games
boys?
and card games and stuff with them. There's been 3 other movies. There's a 1969 2-part
Nice.
television movie with puppets.
Puppets.
There was a Soviet television movie. And then in 1992 there was a cartoon of it. And then in 2013 we got this boy here. There's games, like I said. There's been stage plays. All sorts of stuff for this little ghost boy. Who knew that when we saw this terrifying poster that this was actually like a cultural phenomenon in Germany?
I know. It's weird.
Who knew Mimi Siku pee pee
Beep, beep,
poo
poo, poo, poo. Except, yeah, only the little ghost boy knew. What is the little ghost boy?
I'm just trying to look up different, like, oh, no, that's La Bande, a little ghost. I'm trying to look up different images.
This kind of interests me
the
now
little
that
ghost
like
through the ages.
we're
So-
so closed off from the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Like,
That we don't know about their stuff.
yeah, like there could be other stuff
Well, that was
in
like-
like Australia that they have
What
like
was
their own version of something that's like spooky or
What was the Dutch?
gonna
Thing?
have-
What was the Dutch thing in?
I'm going to have to show you Niels
Amsterdam.
Holgersson.
Yeah, Niels
because
Holgersson.
That has been, I think that was also, what we saw was an animated, when we were staying in Amsterdam, we woke up one morning at like 5 a.m. And we just turned on the TV and there was like basically a Saturday morning cartoon block going on.
Cool.
And one of the cartoons was something called Niels Holgersson. And it's, I think the
Sorry,
story
like a
is
giant
like
goose or something.
a little boy, like
Not a little ghost boy. It's a little real boy.
a young boy who gets like shrunk down and becomes friends with like a goose and some other stuff and just has adventures like kind of in the wilderness and
I've seen that.
It's a little boy.
there might have been other adaptations or something of it because it seemed oddly familiar to me,
No, I've seen that.
but this was in
Might have been
Danish
something
and
they
like,
showed on like PBS or something.
I'll have to show you the intro because it's like Niels Holgersson and
No,
very
I've seen that. I've seen
Uh,
Check.
that.
Very
various
dreamy kind of.
cultural
Yeah.
touchstones that we miss out. Not being
Yeah, it's like David the Gnome.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna get nose.
One thing we noticed, or I noticed, I guess, it's relatively well made.
I mean, the shots
Shot-
were beautiful.
shot-wise,
yeah,
yeah.
they were
There's
competent
a
with
part-
their shots.
There's a part where a little ghost boy, once he's turned into the little black ghost boy, is spooking the mayor, and he grabs him and he like fucking rocks him back and forth vigorously like a little baby boy, and
It didn't look terrible.
and it
like-
didn't look bad.
No, it looked-
that's the thing that could have looked awful, but it
Yeah.
didn't.
There were times where like it was some of those shots of the top of the castle looked like the castle was made out of like CG or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there were times where the little ghost would be dancing around something or like flying around the top of buildings, and it looked a little rough there, but it would be surprising
Yeah.
when you see him in more detail doing something
Fucking-
like rocking the person, and it looks
To It Too didn't
better.
look bad.
Yeah,
No,
he was,
When he was
the-
talking.
When he was
just a
talking,
That
it
looked
was
fine.
It was nice.
if you don't focus directly on the mouth, it looked completely
That
fine.
was something I realized now. Okay, so we talked about at the beginning how there's 2 versions that we could have possibly seen. We could have saw the original language with subs or the dub. Turned out we got the dub
we got both.
with the bonus of the subtitles being what the actual translation probably was. Because they didn't line up ever.
Yeah,
really.
right,
they
right,
they
right.
had the general same ideas, but some of the turns of phrases were different.
Yep.
And
I've had a
something I realize now is
Fright?
like
I've got such a fright.
I grew so
Fervent.
used. I grew so used.
I
I grew so used. I grew so used to that dub that I didn't even like. At first, it was jarring, just like, oh yeah, this is dub. Look at those stupid mouths.
Yep.
Look at those stupid mouths.
Got to
Stupid
a
idiot
point where
mouth.
I was like, yeah, they're saying that. Just because of
You
like,
just blend it. You're like,
yeah,
okay.
it's just your mind accepts it. Finally.
Yeah,
You're just like,
and then when you have the subtitles to fill in as well, you're just like, they're speaking. It works, I guess.
and oh boy, was there some terrible little boy voice acting.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Ghost Boy.
woohoo,
All
wee,
over.
woohoo,
Yeah.
yes, fun, yippee.
Really monotone yells.
The thing that was odd too that I found was that the dub of this wasn't dubbed by people who are native English speakers.
At least one of, at least the little ghost boy.
There were a lot. Carl had an accent.
Yeah.
They all had like a
Yeah.
slight accent to them. Even the teacher, like
Oh yeah,
everybody.
they did. Yeah.
Yep.
So it was like,
Their cadence was off.
it's understandable. It's
little-
totally fine. But there's definitely like cadence and inflection sometimes where
Yeah.
it's just like there it is.
Yeah.
But
Boof. Yeah.
it wasn't as bad.
It wasn't bad. It was a relatively entertaining kids movie.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got to know the history of this actual Thorsten Torstens.
Thorsten Torstensen. Yeah, he was a real guy. His
The
name wasn't Thorsten Torstensen. It was
was,
something else.
uh,
Torstensen.
Yeah.
Just did sound as cool.
Henry?
Some
forget.
Swedish
Leonard.
meatball.
It was
Yeah.
no, it was Leonard.
Leonard.
Yeah.
The only like the weirdest thing to me, this could have been totally normal, but the one thing that really stood out to me that made it so weird was the choice of language that they used for the English dub. Because there were just so many lines where it was like,
Yeah.
that's
fervent.
really odd.
It says fervent.
Or
about
they used a
50
lot of the
times.
same kind of terms.
Yeah.
And then in the beginning, the thing that I pointed out that really stuck out to me was like when he goes and he is just waking up for the first time at night,
Yeah.
going around the castle, he shakes the keys at the paintings and wakes him up, and he talks to the lady in the corset, and he basically just is like, "Oh, hello, good to see you," and she says, "Yes, it's so nice to be in your company." And that's basically what she says, and then he just immediately turns and is like, "Oh, sir, are you saying that I'm actually meant to be around in the daytime?"
Yeah, no
There's
kidding.
kind of leaps of logic and weird phrasing and stuff that makes it like
Yeah.
if it had
Wasn't a smooth translation.
yeah, if it had a smooth translation, like normal quote unquote dub, this
Yeah.
could have been just like nothing. But that gave it some charm and
yeah.
Have fun. And there was the thing. There was the
accented
moment that made me
voices.
ponder. Okay, so when the little ghost boy has gone black and then spooks out the whole village.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they all run into their homes and they're closing up all the things.
Yes.
And then like you guys know what I'm talking about, but for the listeners, like on houses they have the roofs, but they have like the windows,
The pitched
that jut
window.
out of that jut out of it.
you can show a picture of that probably.
Yeah.
People were closing those, like collapsing them into the roof.
So yeah.
And so, like, it really made me ponder for a second. It was like, wait, so do those actually do that? Or is that just a gag for the movie? But I don't know.
I mean, you could.
I hope it. Part of me hopes it's real.
I can imagine
If
that
there's
happening
any,
to some degree.
if there's any little Europe boys out there, will you tell us?
Do you have collapsible windows in your
Do you
room?
have collapsible roof windows? They kind of collapse like the pop-up fucking pop-up campers.
Yes.
Do you have a reenactment of an obscure
Have you-
historical event where people fire fake cannons at each other and set wigs on fire?
Oh yeah, that was the other when they have the that's when the big hubbub happens. They do a recreation of it, and little ghost boy wakes up and has like a Vietnam flashback because he sees it happen. He's like, he's attacking again.
He's doing it.
And he's poking them with spears and shit.
He's stabbing people in
It
the
looked
spine.
like he was.
Yeah. I mean, he's not full tilt like
No,
like
but-
going, but he's like jabbing people.
They
with
also
fucking-
made no like effort to show that those were just reenactment like
Yeah.
prop spears.
Oh,
For
true.
all you knew, those were real spears, just not real cannons.
Yep.
And then he just is going around taking it and like
Jabbing people in the back
people
and
with
shit.
them, like not like he said, not violently, but it's
No.
enough to be like.
He's giving them little
concerning.
pokes, but it would still hurt.
So he must have been around during the siege too.
Well, yeah, he was. He said he was.
375
Yeah.
years.
Do you
he
think
said
he
he
was
was.
alive or he was dead?
No, he was a little ghost boy still.
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
He brings it up. He's been there since the castle's been there.
He's always been there forever.
Yep, ever since the
Is
castle's
the
been
phrasing of the song.
there. Yeah,
time immemorial. There's no
Oh,
restrictions.
that's right.
on
The
anything.
narrator says that at the beginning, or
Yep.
Tuituhu probably says that.
Pretty much just since the castle's been there, the little ghost boy's been there.
Does this mean Tuituhu is also like immortal?
Old as fuck. That's what I was saying. And
He's
you
a
see
spirit.
it, and you
the
see
owls
it,
are not what they seem.
and you see it reflected throughout the town too, because there's the parents like pharmacy or whatever the
Pharmacy's
fuck
the
they work
owl.
at has an owl logo. There was that little big dangly or like little sign thing coming off the side of the building that was a metal.
Was there
owl.
standard that the kid was carrying around? Did that have an owl on it? I never really paid like super close attention to what was on it.
I have no idea.
It said Thorsten Parade or something in German.
Might have been an owl.
It said like welcome, something like that on one
Welcome
side.
in.
There might have been an owl on it.
Welcome, you dirty fucking Swedes coming to fucking fight us again, you bastards.
And it was weird because they like decorated with Swedish
Flags.
and
Regalia.
colors, and they like we'll welcome them to town, but it was a reenactment of like an invasion of a battle where
the
the city got
Swedes
like
came in.
bombarded and shit.
Yeah.
So it's
I think it's they're like, hey, no hard feelings. This happened, but no hard
that's,
feelings.
That's cool.
Let's come together.
Yeah.
But for little ghost boy, it was Vietnam flashback.
It was a traumatic and violent event.
Same thing for Hans.
When he threatened the mayor, and it was just like, I'm not gonna fucking show you mercy this time. And you're just like,
And
oh fuck,
he
dude.
like he had some line about like, you remember when you begged for mercy in
yeah,
front
that's
of
what,
me?
yeah, that's what I meant.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
And that's why we were thinking maybe because he does kind of kowtow to him in the painting when he's dealing with him in the painting. So maybe that's what he meant. But
Which
Because he does harass him in the painting a lot.
Yeah,
He thinks he's a dick or something.
yeah,
is from
because
the grandma's
he
story.
has no like conscious like understanding of time either, because he's
No.
like, you did this 3 years ago, and fucking
Yep.
The painting's like
painting of little general
Three?
boy
More like
was just like
300.
like 300, almost like 275.
Right.
It's like fucking cool your jets, little general boy. We get it.
well that part of it, like him messing with him in the painting, etc., just rings true of the grandma's story where she's like, oh yeah, the little ghost, the white woman chased him out of his bed in just his night clothes. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But no, little ghost boy shakes his keys at him and then makes his life a living hell.
That was the thing. Is like the ghost itself wasn't very magic outside of being a ghost.
No.
Everything he did was around these keys.
Right. The keys were the magic because
The keys
real
allowed
boy.
him to
Things to
open
life.
everything.
Open any locker
Yeah,
door.
brought the paintings to life,
And,
and,
like,
and allowed him to talk to animals.
Talk to
'Cause
animals,
then
which the children,
children
also
did, too.
They showed.
Yeah.
They specifically say, like, if you hold these keys, you can understand animals, or at least
because he was
speak to
talking
the owl
Tuituhu,
spirit.
yeah.
to Tuituhu, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like understanding it, and then fucking little Letterman boy and little non boy were just like, "What are you doing?" And little real boy was like, he was talking to me, grab the keys." And I'm
Little
like,
Ghost
"Okay."
Boy was also talking to the mice, so you have to
Yep.
wonder if the kids were around the mice, if they
Little
could
mouse
also speak to mice.
Yep.
Little mouse boy, yeah.
Interesting movie.
It was.
I'm gonna give it a thumbs up underneath a sheet, as to be a ghost thumb.
I'm gonna give it 9.5 little ghost boys out of a possible time in memoriam.
Oh wow,
I'll give it 2 stars fanfare.
illustrious marks.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that? I don't know.
Little ghost boys are gonna show up.
There
and
was also that,
jangle
like,
us keys at us.
There was also that scene where the little ghost boy was in a sewer grate talking
Yeah.
to a young child outside of the sewer grate. like,
Pennywise.
We're
working
all little
towards
ghost
it.
boys down here.
Well, he was a little black stranger
Georgie.
hanging out in the sewer.
the black unknown. The Schwarz Unbekannter.
Mimi Siku,
Mimi Siku Pee Pee Poo Poo did not happen,
little
unfortunately.
black ghost.
It's just
But,
tricks. Just
Eric,
tricks, no treats.
Yeah.
There was
This
tricks.
is tricks.
There was
just
definitely tricks.
There was
and they
tricks.
blamed it all on the little
Were
black
there
ghost
treats?
boy.
Were
No.
there treats? No, not really. There was never any like
No.
Who got treats?
No treats.
food, like really-
Wario found a rapper. That was one scene.
Who found a rapper?
Wario.
Wow, I forgot to mention Wario was in the movie. There's just like the guy who met or
The grumpy.
Are
The
you
ghost
talking
calls
about
him the
uncle
grumpy.
from Harry Potter? That guy?
No. That was the
but
police
He's
guy.
not the groundskeeper, but the manager of the castle.
Oh, the manager of the castle. Yeah. that
Yeah.
He's
guy.
the guy who like lives there
That's
and
the
takes
Wario
care of
man,
it
yeah.
basically and owns it.
Are his
probably.
keys magical? His keys are very similar to little ghost boys.
Maybe.
He's
Little
got a
janitor boy?
Wario magic of his own, all his own.
Little manager boy.
Little Wah boy.
Little wah.
But I don't know. For some reason, we just started. He only in the slightest way resembles Wario, and we just started giving him Wario's voice and personality for the rest of the movie.
Yep.
Little
And
whacks
that's
escaping him in different situations.
Same with like what I was referring to with there's like the police chief guy. Like when I first saw him from the side, it kind of looked a little bit like Harry Potter's uncle. So
Vernon Dursley.
yeah.
Vernon Dursley.
So there's a few. There's no post on Sundays.
And then you have Jesse Plemons.
Yeah,
there's
Jesse
all kinds of
Plemons.
lookalikes in this movie. Where it's
Bizarros.
like you can see what maybe we're talking about, but it's not like
Yeah, and that's the
striking.
same with the Jesse Plemons. Like we got a good side view at a distance, and I was like, "What's Jesse Plemons doing?" There? Once he got closer, he just looked like a chubby little German boy that liked chocolate. But
Yep, he liked chocolate and sneezing.
You said Ray Wise.
Oh yeah, just in the crowd somewhere, it just looked like Ray Wise.
And then, did you say Kelsey Grammer at one point
oh
for
yeah,
somebody?
yeah. There was a point where when the mayor's in the costume as Torsten Thorstensen.
Oh yeah,
And he kind of looks like
Pinochet?
Kelsey Grammer in like a Pinochet costume.
And
Was it? Okay.
You
Or-
said that
or
the
David Hyde
regular
Pierce.
mayor-
David Hyde Pierce.
You said that the regular mayor looked like who? And when
Oh,
was
he
in
looked
his
like
office,
either Michael Keaton or
Yeah.
Gerard Butler. A
Yeah,
blonde Gerard Butler.
both of them
slightly
together.
chubbier, blonde Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
It's like both of them. Like if Gerard Butler looked like a normal person, and not like a
Yeah,
man meant
a
to
kind
be in
of
movies.
a little schlubby kind of
Yeah.
normal type guy.
Yeah. Instead of fucking This Is Sparta.
Leonidas.
Was there a villain in this? There
Was there a
never
villain?
really like an
The
antagonist.
police, maybe.
Well,
a
or,
little bit?
Son.
or maybe you could say Torsten.
The
Thorstensen.
sun, the actual
The
sun
sun.
that's in space.
The Son, the Little Wash Boys,
Little Clock Boys.
and
the parents,
the little
the
Clock
parents
Boys.
to the kid,
The parents sucked.
the teacher, and then the bully, Peter.
Did we really talk about like the watch heist? Oh, we mentioned it.
We
I know,
did because it was inconsequential, really.
but it escalates to a point where like
gave
everybody in
him
the
reasons to
town
be there.
They
Things-
ostracized
thinks that
poor
the
little
boy
Carl.
stole it,
Yeah.
and has done something with it. So they keep
But
questioning
then little
him, like, where is
fuckboy,
it? What'd you do with it?
Little
And-
fuckboy pinned it on him too, because he was like, he went to the bathroom and he walked right past
pee
the
pee
case.
poo-pooed, Mimi
He
Seagull,
fucking pee-pee
saw
poo-pooed
it.
Mimi Seafood, went right past the case.
And so then,
It's
like,
like, yeah, but
by
that's
the
when he
end
saw
of
the
the
ghost.
I watched him.
by near the end of the movie, when it still hasn't been returned, like his parents have a conversation about like, man, we need to take him to see a psychiatrist because if he doesn't,
Yeah,
stop
they
talking
were-
about this
Dad
ghost
goes in his room and, like,
return
rips
this
down his
watch soon,
fucking
he's gonna
pictures
get
and
kicked out of
shit.
school, and like he's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Things are escalating for this little real boy.
Little real boy, yeah, had it tough there for a minute.
All because of little ghost boy.
All because of little ghost boy.
All
They
because
thought
of-
he was a liar and not evil because he lied. They thought he lied about the watch because
the
he said he
watch
brought
boy-
it back, but it wasn't. But it's because the little clock boys came and got
Fixed it up.
I'm confused. Are we blaming this also on LL Cool J?
Blaming it all.
Well, the blame, yes, blaming it all. Blaming did happen, and,
Yeah,
and we
a
called
lot.
that at the
We
beginning.
did, and just tricks.
Blame it all.
I'm a little black ghost boy.
Are we blaming this on LL Cool J?
I think we can blame most things on LL Cool J, can't we?
Happy
Mama did say to
workers.
knock you out, so
Duplication? You talking about dupe it?
We had to shut it down, Hoganstern.
Dupe it?
Shut it down like Hoganstern.
Shut it down, Hogan
Wait,
Stern. Don't
have we
let those
watched-
cartoons continue.
have we watched 2 LL Cool J movies?
I know, I mean, toys. What would the other one be?
Didn't we watch?
We watched 2, or you guys watched Popeye.
You're thinking
and
of
Robin Williams.
You're thinking of when we made that joke about Scatman Crothers in The Shining.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Do you like ghosts, Doc?
Do you like ghosts?
I know a little ghost.
Do you like black ghosts, Doc? I mean, he looks just like he has soot on him. He doesn't look like...
Yeah, he's more just like a dirty cloth because he has a weird like felt texture to him at times.
Yeah, weird felt, kind of like...
And then the hair and freckles. There's just too much texture to this ghost.
Yeah, like
my
it's well
opinion.
done, but like
Sure.
it's just bizarre.
Didn't we watch Deep Blue Sea?
No.
No.
No, we did not.
We may
I
have
would
talked
remember
about
that.
it.
I swear.
probably talked
Who
about
did I
that.
watch? But we watched it. I'm pretty sure.
We might have just.
Well,
watched
now
it,
it's on the docket.
Sure.
Because I'm pretty sure we watched it. Because I thought we talked about it afterwards.
I mean, you got
Talking about what's her fuck doing the unnecessary fucking sacrifice
what?
Who does unnecessary sacrifice?
in Deep Blue Sea.
The doctor, the girl,
Yeah,
the main woman.
yeah.
But she doesn't.
She does.
does.
She in the water. Well, yeah, I know, but
Are you talking at the very end? She does.
no, I'm just saying. Like I thought I remember us talking about that at some point.
We certainly might have.
probably-
We've covered many topics in our time of
Yeah.
speaking together as
It's hard to
friends.
keep things straight anymore.
Yeah, but
I have too much
I don't know
stuff
if I
around
can
that.
blame this on LL Cool J entirely.
Why not?
Who else are you gonna blame it on?
I guess I don't know. Well, as far as the story goes and the watch being stolen and stuff, is that what you're talking about, or are you just talking about
everything.
everything
Maybe
about
even
the movie?
Maybe the ghost. Maybe we can blame the
Nights
ghost
on Broadway?
LL Cool J.
You're blaming
Blame it
Nights
all
on Broadway.
on LL Cool
I can
J.
blame it on
Nights
Nights
on
on
Broadway.
Broadway for sure.
The Bee Gees. God damn it.
Blame it all on the Nights on Broadway. A little ghost boy.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that Real to Real. We'll be back with
Was it spooky enough for you? Because remember, this entire time we've been spooky. If you
Yeah.
didn't notice already.
Was it spooky? There was when he made himself big. It got spooky.
That was
frightening.
I was taken aback.
I wasn't expecting him to like show off some ghost powers.
His little ghost boy powers.
Yeah, he turned into a big balloon.
Big little ghost boy.
He kept blowing, like,
Oh, yeah,
dead breath.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he
for some reason has the power to make his breath the wind.
That's a good power.
But it's just
At the very end. When
But
he's
the kids are just like,
at the very end when he's like when he's up at the
It's a
castle and they're
stinky.
far away and he's just like,
and he's blowing his breath on them,
and
and
then
like,
the wind hits them and they're just like,
they're being bathed in it, and they
And,
have
like,
these
the little
faces
bo-
of like ecstasy.
the little
almost,
real,
just,
yeah,
like,
the little real boy has some
breathing it
weird
in, like-
fucking. Yeah,
creams his
like,
pants,
in
dude.
Ecstasy, yeah, dude.
Chicks will cream.
The ectogasm. Dude. The ectoplasm. Ectogasm is a beer. My bad. It's a beer from director.
I know.
Ectoplasm.
ectospasm.
Yeah. Director said.
Well,
So please watch the little ghost boy.
Please
Watch
please
Little Ghost
watch
Boy.
Little Ghost Boy.
and we'll be back with possibly some Jungle to Jungle.
Drungle to Mimisiku to
Mimisiku? Pee-pee-poo-poo.
We're gonna start Baboon Watch.
Baboon Watch
Baboon
2020.
Watch will start.
Yeah.
It will commence and it will
Every
not
time,
end. It will
every
not
time
end.
Baboon!
some new Tim Allen news comes out, we'll let you know. Baboon Watch 2020.
Baboon will watch.